Hello, I'm Ryan F9 and these are my favorite tank bags. I'm a big fan of these, especially on sport bikes. See, the gas tank on a motorcycle is heavy, it's up high, and it's quite centrally located. So if I throw a little bit of a bag on top of that, it's not going to change the dynamics of my motorcycle too much. The Cortech Super 2.0 is my first choice for a sport motorcycle. It's my first choice for a standard motorcycle, and it's probably my first choice for most ADV bikes as well. Like the whole Super 2.0 lineup, this guy is designed for performance riding. It has a really sleek profile. It's made from 1680 or 1800 denier fabric, depending where I look. I mean, if I drop my bike, this is going to be the least of my worries. It's durable. The Super 2.0 is technical too. This clear map pocket is device friendly, which is great because my generation doesn't know how to use a real map anyway. Then the whole pouch actually comes off, and so there's obviously the clear pocket, but there's also a hidden pocket underneath where I could stash my insurance papers, some emergency cash or something like that. Around the back here in this pocket, that's going to be the rain shell. I can yank that out. It has a clear window on the front to match the one on the bag itself. That's just common sense. And then if I spin it around on this side, this pocket here has a port, so I could run a line from my bike into there, charge my phone or something. Inside the main compartment now, we have little pouches, we have a lanyard for my keys, we have little elastic loops for holding my pens, or more importantly, pen gauges. Then the main cargo area has two mesh pouches and a really cushy bottom. I mean, why is this so padded? Well, because there was backpack straps hidden in the lower pocket. Nice. I got this strap mount option on this bag because it costs about 30 bucks less than the magnetic version, and with all the ties that come with it, I could actually MacGyver it as a tail bag pretty easily as well. Installation was pretty simple. I'm no handyman. It took me about 5 minutes to get this one tie secured under the seat there, and then there's this little noose that goes around the steering stem on top. My main beef with this guy though is that when I go to fill up, obviously, this is going to be a problem. So I have to actually unbuckle the bag, and then if I peel the bag back, I still can't get at my steering cap. So I actually have to take the harness all the way back, and then I can get in there. This is a bit of an annoyance, but it only takes a few seconds, so it's definitely something I'd get used to. I will say that this bag is a lot smaller than I expected. And I ordered this $100 version, which Cortech calls 12 liters, but it looks more like 8 to me. And incidentally, there is also an 8-liter version, which must be bloody tiny, and then there's a jumbo 18-liter bag, which is probably just normal sized. Now, I would personally take the Super 2.0 for my V-Strom, but there are hardier adventure riders than me out there, and they need something a little bit more dirt-worthy. This is Giant Loop's Diablo Pro tank bag, and I wish I was enough of an off-roader for this to be worthwhile because it's so damn cool. For one, it comes in a bunch of colors, and that really stands out from the sea of black tank bags. It's also specifically shaped for off-roading. You can see that the dropped front here perfectly matches that slant on the tank, which you see so often with dual sport and ADV bikes. As well, when I stand up and I'm riding with this bag, my knees don't contact it at any point. The main thing about the Diablo is the build quality, and this material is called Bombshell. Victoria's Secret patented the term first, but Giant Loop put it to work in the off-roading world. It's super heavy duty, easily the most durable material on my list. I mean, everything about this bag is over-engineered. Just look at the size of these YKK zippers, and they're huge. The Diablo Pro screams waterproofing, but the seams aren't actually sealed. I mean, if you really want to take a bath with the thing, yes, you can buy the rain cover to go over top, but for me, this level of water resistance is really good enough. I mean, I'd throw my phone in here, ride through hours of rain without even a tinge of worry. Features are nothing special. There's a hole up top to run a power cord into the bag, and then another peephole into the clear pocket if I need. Little mesh pouch on the outside, and then if I open it up, there's your 4-liter cargo area. Comes with this movable divider as well that you can stick in there. I always make fun of companies for throwing high-vis material on the inside of a bag, but yeah, I don't know, I guess this yellow might help me discern some objects in here or something like that. For a $275 bag, that wasn't a lot of features. But hey, you don't buy a bulletproof vest for the pockets. Installation was a cinch. There's one strap around the frame on either side, and then one noose around the steering stem on the front. There is quite a lot of play with the zipper attachment though, so I wish the Giant Loop just went kindergarten and gave me Velcro. But I do love the harness. This gives me easy access to my tank all the time. And then these D-rings here are actually used to secure other Giant Loop bags to the side of my tank. Now, the first two bags were performance-inspired storage. How can I carry a few things with me without changing the way that I ride? But what if I just need space? Obviously, a huge tank bag is gonna get in the way of my tuck position. It's gonna hinder my view of the dash, but whatever. If I need to go big, what can I get? Nelson-Rigg's CL2020 seems like the best option for me. I mean, this guy uses its space to give me a lot of features. Obviously, we have the cell phone and GPS pockets up top. My iPhone 6 fits into this lower pouch fine. It's probably the biggest that you could get in there though. And then this GPS pocket, I really like that it flips up, but I kind of wish it was removable entirely. I normally park my bike in honest neighborhoods. Most of Canada is an honest neighborhood. So if I could just take off the GPS in a neat little carrying case like this, then I'd probably leave the rest of the tank bag on my bike. Zippered side pockets on both sides, and then this port here is for running electronics in and out, and this port is for running the tube of a hydration bladder. Nelson-Rigg sells the CL bladder separately for this guy. It's only 20 bucks, which is nice, but for that pocket change, I wonder why they didn't just include it. The main cargo is 21 liters of empty space, but I can get it up to 26 if I open this expansion gusset across the bottom here. Now that is enough for a smaller full-face helmet like this Biltwell Gringo, but I should say that none of the helmets that I actually have in the set here fit in this bag. Here's the rain cover, which seems really high quality. I can still use my touchscreens through this clear window on the top, and then around the back there is an expansion gusset on the rain shell itself in case I have the CL 2020 in beast mode. I do wish that Nelson-Rigg gave me a special place to keep this though, because as it is, I have to sacrifice one of my side pockets just to store the rain cover. The CL 2020 is around 175 bucks whether you get the magnetic or the strap mount versions. And the nice thing about either is that the mounting system tucks away underneath, so it becomes a pretty functional shoulder bag. And then this strap can also be rigged into a backpack configuration, but it doesn't work too well for that. What does work well for that is Icon's Urban Tank Bag. As a backpack, it's unparalleled. Nice padded straps with 2 side pockets and a big main compartment with a pretty decent utility panel. There's even a helmet carrying pouch on the bottom. No rain shell for this guy, but at least the ripstop fabric is water resistant. As a tank bag, it's pretty good too. I mean, there's this clear map pocket and then this bottom pouch, which didn't make any sense on the backpack, but it's really useful in tank bag mode. And then the whole thing is a magnetic mounting system, as you can see here, which is pretty much unheard of for a $100 piece of kit. A lot of people complain that the magnets aren't strong enough, but they seem fine to me. My problem is more with the tank itself, and because there's so many plastics on the V-Strom, I can only stick the magnets to the metal in the tank way back here, and that's not exactly an ideal placement, and that's why I normally go for a strap mount system. I wish I had a bike that worked better with the Icon Urban, because I think it's really cool. So that's it for my favorite tank bags. All things pavement, all things dirt, all things volume and features, and then the Icon Urban is the only one that doesn't look dinky as a backpack. As always, product links are down there, and thank you guys very much for watching.